Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Collective Enlightenment, your Friday night conversation for the masses. How we get resources, information, as well as aggregation to the community of what is available out here for all of us in finance, community resources, also commerce and education. Let's get it started, everybody. I'm your girl, El Ruby T, Crypto Queen of Harlem, and so much more. We're looking forward to having an amazing program tonight. Oh, yeah, y'all get ready because it's going to be on and popping. Seriously. Oh, yes. Hey, there's my partner, Mr. Gold Banker in the house, also known as Mabu.
How y'all doing today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you on the platform here today. I just figured, it's Friday. I said, dress down Friday. She decided to change the game on me. It's all right. Dress down
Yes,
Friday.
yes. Penis to gold.
Brother D will be on shortly. So,
So, what are we up to tonight? What is the conversation starting out for tonight? Today is Friday. It is the first Friday of the month of March. What does that
okay.
mean?
Well, if it was Sunday, I would say communion, but it's the first Friday, so let's talk about what we normally talk about.
First
And
Fridays.
actually, the first Friday is, we can call it even the first fruit Friday. What's open? What are you guys making? What are you creating on the first, Friday?
All right. And we
What do
want to
you have?
welcome everyone watching. Hey, Chocolate Gold Train in the house, y'all. That's right.
Peace, my sister. How are you? How are you?
Family on the platform. So
That's right.
tonight we want to make sure that we touch base and just give some love to those who are out here still doing, working the business of people. I want to just say that this sister just did a phenomenal program on the platform for uh
For real.
for stereo app. So get that stereo app. You want to be able to get the replays. It creates dynamic uh, sound pods. I'm really excited. She says, I'm gold and hope all is well. Yes, my sister, yes. And I thank you for joining us. I thank you for that podcast that you did earlier, where you shared with us pretty much the mindset to move on in your life financially, spiritually, as well as even physically. You know, acknowledgement. That was really. I mean, it really was powerful. It hit home with me so much. We speak we speak our community, y'all, and that's who it is. It's the people that we got around us. That's how we rock. And so many more things are coming because of community. Al, today, how powerful was today? How powerful was today?
Oh my God! I wish I could even.
Without divulging everything.
Let me say this: when you're in the pursuit of service, everything drops in front of you. That is the
Mm,
easiest way to put it. When you put your hand out to serve other people and make sure that they have everything that they need, your cup runneth over tenfold
there you
on a
go.
regular.
And then some.
We met some awesome people today. We had some conversations and some serious conversation with some great people. And look, only good things on the horizon are coming. Only good things. But stay tuned. Watch the change.
So
Watch
excited
it.
for direction. I really am. All the opportunities placed in our way. Now, mind you, y'all keep in mind, everything it seems like it's an opportunity is not an opportunity. It's not
Hmm.
always an opportunity. It may be just a momentary way of getting to what is your opportunity. And I'm starting to learn that. I'm excited for the learning process and what is being taught. Welcome, welcome everyone that's watching and listening. We hope that if you're whether you're watching now or you're watching it, this is as a rerun, that you like, subscribe, and hit that notification button so you can be in the house when the new information drops down, because that's what happens on this platform. We give great information. Our guests always bring it. We have a special guest tonight. I want to introduce him because he's coming into the space very soon. Brother D Minor L will be on with us very soon, shortly, to share some of the ways that in finance he is evolving. Can y'all say that? Can you say I am evolving in finance? Because once you say that, it becomes very real. You done created it. But this brother took the steps. He's now getting certified. He's getting, and I love it. He's taking his mindset that of security and passion, and he's creating one. Oh, I love it. Back to TP2G, been gone way too long. Yes, brother. Welcome back. We ain't going nowhere. I love it. Rumpelstiltskin 85. I love that. We give love to all of the people that support our platform. And just by watching this, you're supporting. So we want to make sure we give back a lot of good content that you're able to use. Our YouTube is a little different from other people's YouTube. It's not quite the way everyone does it. Have you noticed that, Al?
Without a doubt. I like our YouTube because it's open to everybody. You can take what you need. You take what you need and use it and put it to work for you. Shout out to the New York City Fire Department. They're always out doing their thing. We appreciate them. We appreciate they stand in the line of the heat between you and the heat. Thank you very much, guys.
So we don't blow you out because we're in the same space, and you'll get that 2 times, double time. Make sure we mute. But I want to just say welcome to the show this evening, everybody. We have so many things. P2G is in a process of growth. And we want you all to know that the website is no longer the old one. So I want to let Mr. Andre Johnson know, Mr. Rumpelstiltskin 85, know that we doing bigger, better things these days. Hop on, baby. Hop on. Get on the website. Okay? Get on the website. That's right, Ms. Melinda. She says, I'm evolving that's right. I am evolving into finances. She's evolving she's involving her finances. Her financial prowess is so amazing. When you got the right spiritual life, you got the right mental situation, the right emotional situation going on, you can have the right control of your finances. These things all go together. And we want to make sure that we help get you guys, and this is what Miss Chocolate was talking about, that equilibrium you got to come to. You got to be in order to have these things move forward. That's what's up. Website, P2G. Let's do that. Let's do that. It's down there, but we're going to put it up again.
You got that, Ron?
Who know the website?
Who know the website? Yes, drop that. Oh, well, yeah, but like we were talking earlier, and finances are real. What you do with your finance does make a difference. We were talking about one of our guys from the Bankers Club today, and he just dropped a jewel in our lap.
Mm-hmm.
He dropped a jewel. I can't even call it a jewel. It's a diamond in the rough. Let's call it what it is. It was a diamond in the rough, and I can't say what's going on, but let me say this: when it all pans out and all the dots are connected, and it's hard not to say anything because I'm so excited about the conversation we had.
I know.
When the dots all get connected,
exactly,
you're going to see P2G, the Bankers Club, and everyone associated in a different light. You're going to see it in a different light.
So I want you guys to understand, our platform teaches, we teach cryptocurrency. Yes, we do. We teach financial literacy. Yes, we do. But to be honest, these are workshops. Everyone is teaching it to each other. We're bringing what we are to the platform. Now, tonight's show is about that evolution. My question is I'm going to put it out there and you guys answer it, okay? For those who are watching, those who know what centralized and decentralized platforms, financial platforms are, which one is better? I know that's a loaded question. For those who know what I'm talking about, I want to see what the opinion is. By the way, there's no wrong answer.
There is not.
Just which
Ms.
one
B,
is
glad
better?
to have you. Miss Avis, glad to have you. Brother Rumpelstiltskin 85 in the building. Glad to have you back, brother. Oh
Come
man,
on now. If you heard
greetings
me
and
say it,
gratitude to everybody. Greetings and gratitude.
decentralized, centralized. Which one's better? Y'all go ahead and drop the answers. Thank you, Miss Chocolate. Go for it. Al was like, all right, you too, Al. Go on and drop it. Okay. All right. By the way, that's a loaded question.
It is. I'm like,
It's a loaded question. Let you know that right now.
that's a giant baked potato stuffed.
It's like being raised a preacher's kid and never being exposed to the world outside until you're 17. And then you find out that bobby socks and short skirts with wild punky hairstyles exist, and that completely the world is a totally different place. It's more than one way. It's like being set free from a singular system that you've been trained all your life to find out that hope lies in new information. So it's not so much better, it's different.
We got some
Can you
answers on the
guys use
platform,
can
man.
y'all use both? Can we use both?
I let me not answer. I'll wait a minute. Let me not.
What do you
But
think?
you got
Al,
some
you here.
answers in there.
You're in the classroom. Come on now. You in here.
Well, let's see.
Can you use both?
This is my
I
thought.
got some I got some answers on it. Let's get them up here. Let's get them up here.
Acquisition is decentralized. I believe honestly, all your acquisitions should be decentralized.
But how do you do that when you're using
Only
fiat?
when you're operating for your exit strategy should you have a centralized platform that is only used for that particular purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just for me. That does not mean anyone else has to do it that way.
Now, that's why my concern is always going to be, how do you do that when you're using fiat to enter? See, this is one of the things we've been trying to share with people. Knowing what an asset is, knowing what an asset is and how it works, changes how you build your portfolio.
Absolutely.
Because that's what you're trying to build, right? Everybody's supposed to be trying to get a portfolio.
Without a doubt.
Correct?
The portfolio is what levels the playing field for your finances, whether you realize it or not. You know, you will hear people say, I'm cash heavy when they talk about their portfolio. You will hear stuff like, I'm into bonds and stocks and precious metals. You'll hear all these terms flowing around. No one ever exactly tells you how to set up your portfolio.
I'm highly liquid.
Yeah, that's the other one. That is the other statement. I'm highly liquid.
Who's highly liquid? Anybody out here highly liquid?
Not if I can help it. I want it.
And people don't know. Most people are highly liquid. And let me cut. Wait. That's gonna get.
Okay.
Sorry about that. They're at the light. Okay. So let me talk to y'all about. Let me talk about what liquidity is.
You want to talk? Liquid. Okay, go ahead.
Liquidity and liquid are two different things. Okay, Mr. Thomas.
Yes.
If I'm liquid, if I'm highly liquid, what do I have more of?
You weighing down on that folding stuff. You're weighing heavy on that folding stuff.
What is that? Let's be real. There you go, Miss. Come on now.
Fiat currency, stocks, bonds, etc., and more.
And which of those? Thank you, Miss B. Which of those makes you liquid? Mr. Thomas, I'm talking to you.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I thought there was a. If you really think about it, there's only one that makes you fully liquid. That's fiat. Bonds are readily transferable into liquid cash, but when I say that, I want you to understand I am not a financial advisor, nor do I give financial advice on this platform. But those two things are the closest to liquid you can have your hands on. One is actual and one is the doorstep too, because they're very interchangeable.
I want you to see the results of the question from earlier about decentralized, centralized.
Oh, we got a lot of them.
Decentralized is very popular, mostly because people like control of their finances. That's right, Ms. B.
True statement.
Centralized finances can get your finances frozen or taken.
True statement.
When someone else controls the platform your finances are to be maintained on, and they have access, you have no control, and anything that happens, you will shoulder the responsibility for without any redemption. What did the centralized system of banking decide to put in place? What was put in place to protect them from that?
Was that little office with those 4 letters? Is that the one we're talking about? FDIC?
And in actuality, what does FDIC mean?
You're insured by a third party. That's exactly what it means. Because if you know what banks have underwriters that underwrite the bank. They're not responsible for any of the funding in there.
Exactly.
Underwriters are. And underwriters are insurance companies. Let me make that clear. Underwriters are insurance companies.
So where the money at? Who got the money at?
Where the money at?
Then who got the money? I thought it was the banks. The banks don't got the money?
The bank don't have. You're diving down that hole again. I got it. Look, if you're gonna call a spade, call it a spade. Banks don't have any money of their own. They have yours. And now because we're operating in a negative interest, you're paying them to be a custodian of your funds more highly than you've ever paid for before. You're paying
That's right.
highly.
This is the reality. So now we are here to talk reality of your finances. If you get a check and then people go, oh, I don't have a bank. I just have, I have my card, or I get my check to my card. You have a bank.
You have a bank.
You have a bank. If you get your money, if you get money on CASHAPP, you have a bank. If you get money on PayPal, you have a bank.
Yep.
If you have a card, guess what? If you get food stamps or cash, you have a bank.
Absolutely.
You know how I know that? Because the government's not allowed to be a bank.
Absolutely.
They're not in the business of banking.
And if
they're in the business
really
of regulation.
If you look at all the cards that they tell you don't need a bank, you can deposit it directly. You can't deposit funds to a check cashing place. All debit cards are backed by maybe one of 30 institutions. And I'm going to say that out loud because it actually was listed. And when I get a chance this week, I will actually post that.
Yeah, you can look it up. Okay, before we go forward, honey, I want to make sure we just tell them one thing. Don't believe a thing I say. Go look it up on Google, write the notes down, and go check the Google.
Yes, go check the Google and find out.
You're here to find out for yourself if where you are investing your time is making you some sort of dividends. Whether it's
I want to share something with you guys.
Or financial ones. Go ahead, baby.
I want to share something. There are about 2 or 3 new banks out there. One's called Green One, one's called Green Light, and I forget what the other one off the top of my head. And they all offer children bank accounts so they can learn to use their debit card. And they're telling parents, they're having the parents deposit the kids' allowances into the bank so the kids can learn how to use fiat currency. They're not calling it that. They're calling it learn how to use a debit card effectively. That's called learning how to use fiat more effectively. So you're taking your kid's allowance, putting it in a bank, allowing the bank to use it, pay a fee on it, and then giving the kids a credit card that the kids have to pay a fee on because to have the card, remember, Greenlight is $5 for the acquisition. Greenwood is $4.95. And guess what? You're paying your kid. You're taking money from your kids to give to the bank so they can use a debit card. Let me tell y'all, folks. It's not the game. The banks don't change the game. They're just different players in the game, and they come up with new fancy tricks. Now that they're putting your kids on Front Street, and you know what made me pay attention to it? When I saw it, there was a dad in a store who was saying he was complaining about being a dad who had to go take his kids shopping, and the kids don't understand the value of money. So they transitioned into the kids having their own card, and the kids were like swiping the card like, "Dad, I pay for my own shoes," and he's smiling, but there's no real reason to smile. I'm sorry, you just dropped your kids into the financial system of digital currency based in fiat.
So get that. If I were a business owner, I would want to help you train your children to pay me too.
Yes, indeed.
If I was a business owner in that business and my business was in training people how to pay me for something they can do themselves, I would want to help them train their children. I love it. He says every check I get converted straight to crypto. Keep your business to yourself, brother.
Absolutely.
But I'm all happy for you there. Go ahead.
You know what's funny? You know what just came to mind to me right now, Ruby? I don't know if we can pull this off sometime in between the show, but if we can play the last 2 minutes of Crypto Kids when they review their video,
I can
do
the
last 2 minutes where they talk about the 4 ways to get paid, I think that would be phenomenal. If that's something we can pull off, let me know.
Okay, you can't just throw Crypto Kids out there like everybody knows what it is. Go for it. Tell them what it is.
Well, Crypto Kids is a platform that, Chocolate Gold Bay, I love my sister, and Brother Dawood L. They facilitate. They bring kids into the knowledge of how to play games and, pay to earn. Play to earn, rather, not pay to earn, play to earn. And they get a background knowledge in how to acquire crypto, use crypto, and it's fun. You can do. It's a whole family. It's a whole family night. We love it. If you check us out every Thursday night, we do Crypto Kids right on the P2G network. You can register, and it's a phenomenal classroom. It really is. It's a phenomenal classroom. We have kids, we have grandparents on this platform, and it's awesome. And the kids learn. At the very end, the 2 young people who are speaking allude to don't get your allowances paid in cash. Get your allowances paid in crypto. And I think that's a phenomenal thing. I don't know whether you're muted or not, but that's a phenomenal thing for young people to get paid in crypto. Because you're not only, let me say this. When young people are already playing digital games on a regular basis, they're playing digital games on a regular. If they have one of these devices, they're playing games on a regular. Whether it be Jewel Quest, Jungle Run, but there are games out there that may not know about. Splinterland, Minecraft, Roblox, or actually maybe they do. But do they know they can get paid on those platforms? Do you know, as a parent, it would behoove you, it'd be a great segue for you to meet up with your kids and actually get them on games like that are virtual games, augmented reality games, even games based in the metaverse and NFTs. And Splinterland is one of the big ones that we do on Thursday night. And Chocolate Gold does a phenomenal job. So does Brother Dawood L. And I just think it's powerful. I think it's a really powerful platform that we get on and we do it. And look, I try to sneak in there every night. Every Thursday night that they're on, I try to get on there so I can just play a little bit. Oh, here's
all right. So Mr. Thomas asked me, and I'm going to put it up. I want to give y'all a chance to see a little bit of what we do for the kids on their Thursday nights when it's game night to introduce the importance and information around Bitcoin from a kid. So, you know how the kids talk to each other?
Yep.
It's a little easier to get them to hear each other. So let's let the crypto coin kids do what they do best. All right.
Some Bitcoin using apps and games.
More of that in the future videos. Just stay tuned. Number 3, don't waste your money on toys, video games, food. You still need to eat. You still need to eat. Don't waste it on like clothes, toys, video games. Because just invest it in Bitcoin. Because if you make more money with that, you can still have enough to get the stuff that you wanted, plus some extra. You can reinvest and make more. Number 4 is just get simple stuff. Just get the stuff that you need in life. You don't
Not
need,
that you want.
You don't need to get the fanciest new iPhone. You don't need to get the fanciest new clothes, and you don't need to be peer pressured by your friends. It doesn't matter what they think. Just start investing and just make more money, and you don't need all of that other stuff. And those are our 4 tips on how.
So yeah, that is what the kids get on Thursdays. Advice from young people on exactly what Bitcoin is about. Because the world to come, which is where Bitcoin will be either in controlled or, literally that which dominates the asset class. If they don't get it now, if they're not learning to build and to start to save in cryptocurrency and solid assets that have the security of the blockchain, they're going to miss out. I'm looking forward to the NFTs that we were just talking with brother Andre was just talking about. He's got NFTs got him going crazy. He's loving music and art again, and he's really getting into it. Well, it goes much further than that. NFTs have created an opportunity on so many levels, on so many platforms. They go way beyond art. They go way beyond music. They actually can touch into everyday life products. And I want people to understand that, that this is so much bigger than just art, just gaming. The metaverse. I want you to think how far we've come in discovering how digital lands, which are NFTs, have value. We showed you a couple of weeks ago some platforms for the metaverse that actually put that into place and give you perspective on who's buying, how the price of land has gone from small amounts of crypto to now being offered at thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars in some places. I live in New York. And when you look on some of these digital maps for these metaverses, it will shock and amaze you what people are buying and selling digital land for. So just like you want to ask the questions of the people who say, we'll buy your gold or we buy gold, you want to ask them, why do you want to give me your fiat money, your cash for my gold?
Absolutely.
Why is it so important? What's the value is what we need to start. These are the kind of questions we need to start asking the elite class when they come to our communities and want to buy up stuff at give us money, help us out. They will help you out of your legacy. And you have no idea or no clue how much power you held. Hate to say it, but a lot of people don't know that back in the day, in the 70s and the 60s, a lot of these places out here we have beautiful brownstone buildings. They were going for $1. Still here in Harlem, going for $1. A multi-million today, 40 years later. Today, 40 years later, my people. And that's like a family life. That's a family span. That's a lifestyle. So your kids grew up in the house. They kept the house. Now the house is worth 1.5 million, 400 million in some cases, because some of these locations in New York are ridiculous for a brownstone building. And then on top of that, some of them have been made landmarks, so all they can do is be restored.
Absolutely.
My loves, we got to teach each other what a value looks like. Because if not, someone's coming to get your value for the lowest price.
Absolutely.
And you will think they're doing you a favor, because they'll make you think they're doing you a favor.
They always think they're doing you a favor.
When we teach people how to build NFTs and how to acquire NFTs, we don't just go, yo, this is how to buy get on my platform and pay me and do this, that, and the other. You know why I don't do that? Because you won't know how to maintain it. You will see the price of a coin go down and lose and go, oh my God, this thing is losing value, and you'll sell it. Someone will buy it from you before you lose your value. Someone will be ready to buy at the lowest price, just like your Bitcoin. And then guess what will happen? That same Bitcoin you sold, that same NFT you sold it'll skyrocket. Could have been your $1 million, but you sold it because you got worried. Miss Chocolate earlier tonight was talking about the mindset for understanding how crypto works, how timed investments work, being able to be in the mindset of understanding the games you're up to. Simple as that. But so many people rush in with high expectations of instant gratification. I know Miss Chocolate remembers that. She said it earlier. We all lived in that space. Gotta have it now. I'll pay any price just to get it done. I'll pay you. I'll pay you. How many people have said that? I've gotten people go, how much money do I have to give you to get into this game?
That is the funniest thing.
How much do I need to get in? And when I tell them, yep, nothing. You need to sit down. You need to learn how the game works, and then you need to go to work. Okay?
Absolutely.
I have private sessions. There's one coming up next week. We're entering the metaverse. Ms. B, thank you. Because yes, we have an Enter the Metaverse class next week. It's 2 weeks long. I charge $150 for that class. Why? Because by the end of the time by the time we finish the second class, you will have acquired several pieces of land, and you will have had them in a position where they will grow in value because the people around your property are charging.
Ms. Chocolate, you are oh so right. You are oh so right.
Yes. Hold on, come on now. We gotta get it in here. Thank you.
And that's
this conversation
weight
is a
off your back
continuation.
when you come out.
Let me explain something. My conversation, my loves, are a continuation of the conversation we had with Miss Chocolate on her platform. Fundraising is huge in this business, in this opportunity for everyone. There are several different people who will show you an opportunity, but none will show you how to take that opportunity without paying them or paying into something that benefits them. You can join me on, and I put up our on everything. I put up my link. What is it called? My link tree. I have something called Ruby's Money Tree, because everything we're doing right now, I'm earning crypto, Bitcoin, different coins, different types of coins. Everything we're doing now, when I travel, everything. So I put that on my link tree and let you click links and join that, because it's fun. It's fun to live your life, and every hour of your day you're earning without the extra work. Think about it, Mr. Thomas.
Nothing to think about. I agree wholeheartedly.
We get paid in our sleep.
Uh-huh.
Wake up the next morning. Go ahead, man.
We were in a conversation with somebody earlier, and we were talking about how many times you look at your phone and how much money are you actually acquiring on your phone. And we kind of laughed because we both looked at our phone and like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and started counting.
Okay, let me clarify that. We were in a presentation, and it's normally for people that are not crypto savvy.
Right.
And so y'all know who we are. And when the question came, how many people have their apps are paying them just for being in their phone. Look in your apps in your phone and see how many apps you have that pay you. And we had to laugh. We just looked at each other and laughed because there's at least 12 on mine.
About that.
The
Definitely about
average,
that.
so the list of the actual apps that they were showing me were common apps that we all keep on there,
Yep.
That don't pay us. And they get paid for us to use them. They don't even charge us. They
They
just
aggregate
use
your data.
our information to make money off of us.
Absolutely.
So this is the shift that needs to take place. I don't know what happened to Dawood L. I was hoping that he would be able to get on in time. But I want to just say that there are many different financial vehicles to use. I'm not saying one is better than the other. I like decentralized, but I live in a centralized world. I still interact. We were talking about, and I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna spill his beans anyway because I'm gonna tell y'all right now. If you out here without insurance, you playing a game. You playing a deadly game of life with your family. If you out here and you don't have an insurance vehicle, because people don't know that insurance is a financial vehicle. There are some brothers out here that will show you how to save your life with insurance without having to die. There are some brothers out here that can show you how to utilize what's called a life insurance policy, a living life insurance policy.
Absolutely.
All right. And you ain't got to die. There's some people who don't have insurance, like health insurance. So I learned a long time ago that I have a friend who happens to be an insurance man. He works with a large insurance company, one of the majors in the city. Can't say which one, but I will let you know this: the conversations that we had really shifted my thinking, because there were things that I was doing and a lifestyle that I was looking to create, but there was nothing to cover it. What would happen to my family if I died and there was no funding? What if they didn't know how to manage crypto? Ooh, we passing a pot and she a millionaire.
First of all, you're crazy. But not for nothing. That's the reality of certain communities. When your relatives pass on, it's passed the hat around.
That's right, Miss
Most
Hilda.
definitely. Shout out.
Come on now.
Shout out my sister. Shout out my sister.
Can't
Go
just
ahead,
get
girl.
money. I think a lot of people learned from the first year was years when we were really involved, and there was a lot of first time money flowing and people were getting these cards, and we talked about these. We have platforms that offer debit cards where you can, use your crypto to buy your everyday products. Do you know they're cashing you out? These are centralized platforms that are cashing you out.
Absolutely.
And can somebody out here tell me what happens when you cash out in a centralized system, when you cash out to cash with cryptocurrency?
Say 1099.
Just to let you know, I'm not a financial advisor. I just read. You can go on IRS and get this one. Go on IRS.gov. You will get, when you cash out, when you come out of your cryptocurrency to cash, it is a taxable event. That's right. Come on now. It's a taxable event. The IRS will tell you that.
Absolutely.
The ins and outs, the investment over, transfer to, transfer out, that stuff right there, it can't be tracked. It can't be kept up with. It's ridiculous. It would literally destroy the taxing system. That would destroy the tax system so terribly. They would have to monitor your finances so tightly, each person in this country, that it would destroy the financial system altogether. Just the resources to do it by itself.
What's funny is, I want you to, I really want to, make something clear. You notice when wealthy people need to move capital, and I'm going to say move capital, they acquire an asset. When they need to move capital, they acquire an asset. When they need to shift an asset, they exchange it for another asset, which keeps
Gold for a Mona
that guy who works
Lisa.
at the GOV at bay, because they can't charge you if you didn't come out to what's called
Fiat.
fiat.
Cash. It's
I'll give you the Mona Lisa if you give me the Leaning Tower of Pisa. I don't know if you can pull that one off, but
I was
yeah,
gonna
I don't know.
excuse
Asset
me,
for
but
asset.
Mr. Thomas, I don't
But
think you can actually
my
trade
personal favorite is this, Ruby. I will
the
give you the
Brooklyn
Mona
Bridge. Come
Lisa
on now.
if you give me everything in the Vatican. That'd be my trade. I'd give you the Mona Lisa if you give me everything in the Vatican. I think that's a phenomenal trade.
Not even close. Don't even go there. Look, people, we like having fun. We love sharing this information. And it's not, I know you're like, y'all always talking about crypto. Y'all always talking about money because people are always talking about money. But how do most people talk about money? It's usually in a negative connotation.
First of all, we
It's
don't
either
always talk
with
about money.
worry.
We talk about life. And this
Well,
is
of course.
life we're talking about. Your life.
Well, this is one of the reasons why I was saying that. People say that we talk about money a lot because that's what they see it as. What we're sharing with people is what Mr. Thomas said. This is life. Every day you talk about money. I don't care from the time you wake up and open your eyes, you're having a discussion about finances. What am I going to eat? Where am I going to go? What am I going to wear? How am I going to get here to there? How much the price of gas is? Got to refill my refrigerator. Have to pay this bill is due. Oh my God, the oven is broken. That is all money conversations. Your relationship to it is definitely the energy that forms it. Only we share ways to have a better relationship with money, with finances, not just your money, but your finances, with your value. I don't have to worry if my rent is going to be paid because it's already planned out and it's already been created an income for. My rent has an income, my phone bill has an income, my future house has an income. The vacation I went to my sister's house it had an income to happen.
Absolutely.
It didn't come out my budget. It had an income. It had something generating it, so it could be a reality. If you could put an income to each one of your bills, how would that change your life? Y'all, somebody going and answer that. Somebody going and answer that.
That's
If
a
each
real.
of
That's a
your
real one.
goals and your bills had a income, not a budget, but an income. It means a rolling currency of finance, a current of finances rolling toward it that's constantly in flow. Let's talk about it, y'all. I love
Rent.
it because I remember we have a blockchain process, and a friend of mine helped me, Miss Hilda. Thank you. Rent, utilities, food, clothing, maintaining takes money and budgeting. And the fact of the matter is if you create an income, you ain't got to create a budget.
Nope.
If you create forms of financial flow for everything you have going on, guess what you're not worried about? Your
Income.
budget.
Budget don't matter if you got the income coming. But
How
you
do you
gotta
do
have a
that?
plan.
I got to ask a question. If I invested if I took the entire amount that I paid for my phone bill and I invested that in the beginning of the year, I put in an investment, called it my phone bill. I know that my phone bill is about $103 every month, right? At the beginning of the year, I took that's $1,200. I took about half of that and I started the investing. I said, so okay, I'm gonna take 6 months. We're doing investment. I'm gonna pull in my investment, look for something at 20%. Question: can I pay the bill?
Absolutely.
And then I got 20% on 6 months worth of that money, don't I? And
That's called doubling down.
if that doesn't take but 1 month to happen, can I do that with the next 6 months too and keep it going?
Yes, you can.
Babies, that's called DeFi. If you put all your bills in that kind of order, you would find that you would be creating an income for each of your bills. So you didn't have to keep creating it. That's how you get money to work for you, instead of you going 3 times and doing extra hours and paying the government for those things. Sweetheart, we've got
I
to
like
shift.
the way that sounds.
It sounds. I hope you like the way it looks, because that's how the rent's been getting paid. Look, I'm gonna be really honest, everybody. You have to have a plan for how you're going to get to the next level. And you need new information if it's not happening right now. That means that what you currently know is not enough information. P2G is a platform of people who are thinkers, they're innovators, and they love learning new processes and then teaching them. Because that's how you master something, when you practice it with people. We don't give classes so because we just want to get together. We give classes because we're building a community and a society that's changing and shifting the way income is made. And then they're going home to their families, which they're now feeding, and they're teaching their babies. Anybody make a requirement in your life that you don't lend money anymore without collateral? I love when I used to hear people. Let me share something with y'all. Try going to the bank with nothing and say, hey, I need a loan, and you have absolutely nothing. They're going to ask you.
Yeah, banks are looking for assets.
Yeah, they're not looking for your credit score. They don't care. You don't qualify. You can have an 850, 900. And they're going to go, and what else do you have? Because credit ain't nothing but a piece of paper.
The paper numbers don't work anymore.
No. Banks are going, so do you have money with us? Are we making money on your money already? We ain't even looking at you. You got any savings somewhere? Got anything to hold that we could hold in case you don't come back? What's the answer to that, y'all? When you get to a bank, you go to borrow money. What's usually the answer to, do you have money and savings, y'all?
No.
I know some smart answers too, y'all.
I know a couple smart answers.
Most times we get to the bank, we go, wait a minute. I came here to borrow money from you. You know what I'm saying? I
And
came
they
here
don't
to borrow
have
money
any.
because I ain't got no money. That's right. But now, in this new decentralized finance world, DeFi, if you were saving in cryptocurrency, you would have something of value that you could leverage, you could borrow against. What about gold, silver?
Very leverageable.
Is that leverageable?
Very leverageable.
I learned the leverage game from my sister. Anybody remember pawn shops back in the day?
They'll give you their
They
left
say we
hand.
buy gold, but you don't have to sell it, do you?
No.
What is a pawn shop? Mr. Thomas, go and tell them what a pawn shop is, y'all.
A pawn shop is just plain and simple a place to leverage assets. It's a promissory note. You promise to come back and pick up what's your property as long as you pay back the percentage that you borrow. And simple, can we say loan shark, legal loan shark?
That's not true.
It is a legal loan shark because they have better rates than loan sharks.
I was going to say that is big. That's a big difference. They're regulated. If they have to have a business that says that they are able to loan you, you have to have they have to maintain at a certain particular rate in a certain space. Guys, you got to get to know ways to buy and sell gold, ways to being able to leverage. People are afraid to own their own money. How does that work, y'all? How are you afraid to manage your own processes when you can get yourself anywhere from 19 to 59, in some cases 150% in interest on your money yourself, but you give it to a bank to get almost 1,000% on your money and give you less than a percentage?
Because people aren't used to managing their own finances. Okay.
Afraid. Banks have made you afraid. They made you afraid. They said, don't worry, we got you. We're the professionals.
They scare you with volatility. oh, we have hedge funds that we pay professional people to make sure that you get what you need. We can handle it. You're not responsible for your money. That's why they're called custodians. I'm just saying. Why do you need a custodian if you know how to, do third grade math? Because banks do nothing but third grade math.
I know.
And on a good day, they might add a few percentages that you might need to learn. On a good day.
Ciao. I'm just letting folks know, don't forget to watch this replay. Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
It's real.
Miss Hilda said something very strong, and I want to remind you, we're not financial anythings. We're right now students and have learned some things that have changed our lives drastically. And in doing so, we are taking the time to teach people to teach other people and change the world around them. You know, says Miss, let me see. Yes, true. Bankers didn't go to school for all of this. They learned, believe me, most of them got in the door and they learned that the game was different than they thought when they got there. Most people who start working for banks are shocked and amazed at what happens with money. They thought they went there to be a teller or to be customer service. And then they come to find out there's a whole nother game going on in the background. And they're like, how do I get in this game?
Absolutely.
Honey, I'm going to share something with you. Cryptocurrency, the blockchain, and DeFi have so much for you. And it's a simple process. Learning how to do the first things that they're doing tonight. Mr. Thomas, I'm going to ask. We have crypto boomers tonight. Right after this platform, there's an education system that we offer for free twice a week. And tonight is the boomers. You want to share a little bit about that and let us know who can join tonight?
Well, tonight is this is my 50 plus class. This is my 50 plus class. And all of you guys who are that, come on in. You'll get the basics on how to get crypto, how to get a wallet, and how to move it in your wallet and then stabilize it. That's what we do on the Boomers every Friday night at 9 o'clock. And let me tell you, there are some people in this room who are in the Boomers platform, and they have made a difference in their finances, without a doubt.
Honey.
They have made a difference in their finances. And you don't have to get it on the first go-round. We make sure we come back. I got to tell you, our platform may be a little bit repetitive, but repetition is the key to success. You ain't got to come up with nothing new. Just do it over and over again the right way.
And don't forget, we do offer other classes. There's 7 days of programming in P2G. 7 days of program where you literally can learn pretty much anything with crypto.
Absolutely.
Now, the wonderful part is this week, for those who are thinking that this is a paid week for the metaverse class, we are doing Enter the Metaverse. We're doing investment study in the university, P2G University, on Sunday, 3 to 5. This Sunday will be free. You will all be able to join us, and you'll all be able to do some investigation on get what kind of land you want, when you're going to get it. And then next week, I want you guys to sign up so you can put it into action and become owners. Don't let other people buy you out digitally. They already bought you out physically. Don't let people buy you out of your home and your favorite places in the world digitally. We show you value. We teach you the math. Because if you don't know how to do this, you'll be involved in it as a consumer and mad that you didn't start sooner. Okay? And look at this. I love it. Thank you, Andre.
Thank you, my brother. Appreciate that.
Mastery. That's right. So are we inviting others to tonight's platform? Are you going to invite some more people into the Boomers tonight? Are you open?
We're going to invite some. You know what? If you're on the platform today and you want to come on, you're more than welcome.
I'm going to ask my Boomers, can we invite extra people? Would you mind if we invite more people to the platform tonight? Y'all go ahead and give your answers, those who are part of the Boomers. If folks can come in, it's the platform belongs to the class, not to the teachers.
Nope,
the platform, the teachers are going to teach whoever comes. but the platform belongs to the class. And those who are learners in that spot, they get to decide. And I think they're open hearted, so they always give up space to make sure people get in there. I love it.
Oh,
All
shit.
right.
Come on
Oh,
through.
okay.
Come on through. Got a
Oh,
couple.
okay. Oh, we have a couple of things. All righty.
Miss
Thank
Davis,
you. Sucky. Yes.
Miss Minor said, kick him to the curb.
She did not. She said, don't mind. So this is the answer for those who want to come in. We got, so Mr. Rumpelstiltskin 85, we got you, boo. You coming in. Make sure you get your link. The boomers have spoken, and they want everyone on tonight.
Come on, y'all
So make
guys can
sure
come
if
on in.
you are on a Friday night, if you're watching this and you're watching this on a Tuesday, you should sign up for Friday, because the boomers are like, look, contact the boomers and be like, look, I'm almost 40, and I want to get in the room. Can I come and learn? Because they're phenomenal. Everybody's welcome. Everybody is. This is enough room for everyone. Has anybody ever heard that there's an abundant amount of finances out in the world? Anybody
Absolutely.
else said that? Y'all ever heard that? Someone say there's abundance of finances in the world, enough for everybody to be millionaires, every single person. Ever heard that?
Every entrepreneur has said it.
Know why? They were right. The difference is will everyone seek that potential? It's only for those who seek it. That's the one thing I learned about wealth. Wealth is not for everyone. Wealth is for those who seek it. And wealth is so much more than money, finances. You got to be bigger. You got to go big on this one. It's go big or go home. There's so many ways to attract wealth of life, meaning most people don't look at it. And, I'm about to shout my husband out real quick before we get ready to go. I'm going to put him on Front Street because we had a discussion, a bit of a disagreement. And I'm going to share this with everyone because, ladies, I think you all can agree. And it's not about agreement. It's just about a realization. My husband said something to me, and I was in a conversation. I think I just totally changed my mood. We were having a great morning, and I was asking him, what do you want? Because he was talking about going back to work. And I'm thinking, why would you do that? We're working toward the $1 million line, and going back to work for him is something I worry about because he got hurt on his job, and that can happen. And my husband's not a young guy. He's a more mature guy. And he's working on his physical health.
These young features.
Yes, you are. Anyway, he's a more mature man. He is not this young kid that people could just all this rough and rumble stuff can go on. I don't want him to be treated that way anyway. And so when I thought about it, I was like, wait a minute. He says, Ruby, I want my badge. And I kept thinking, you want a little piece of tin? Haven't you done enough years? Because he's been there. He has been there. Now, in the meantime, I'm not going to lie, for me, I've been here for this time, the whole 30 years of our life together, and the 25 he has done there already. My husband has been recognized by his job. They have given him his plaque, so to say thank you for a lifetime of work. And so for him to say, I want to finish out my 3 years, and I'm like, not if we millionaires, not if we do what we say we're doing. If we accomplishing what we're doing, your job is going to get in the way. And he's like, look, I just want to finish this thing. And I was very upset because I was thinking, I just want my husband back. I want my time with you unencumbered. I have become spoiled over the time he has been ill. You all know. I am spoiled. This is the husband I missed all them 20 years when he was in the government job, and he wasn't home and doing double sleep. He wasn't on my side of the game. Let's recognize that. You have to recognize the life you lived with family, And you remember, everything you did or everything you do affects them too.
Absolutely.
And then I'm saying, I've given enough years of you, not with you, of you. I've given enough of my years with you away. I'm ready for you to come out. So I'm going to do whatever it takes, y'all, to free my baby. And in the meantime, he ain't trying to get free. You get the conflict, right? Because it's not about, life isn't about the, for me, it's not about the money. It's about the time. For him, it's about accomplishment. It took me a minute to really calm down and really be like, okay, let me not make him feel bad about this. But in the end, it was, I love you. I have your back for no matter what you want to do, but I am going to free you. I'm going to give you the option of when you want to walk away, that being an option. Miss Ava said free bro Al. Because, and now this is for all of those husbands who work and realize that you've done so much work. Your wife loves you. She is there for you. She is the one that you were able to leave with your children so that you could go out and provide for them. She was the one waiting for you to finish this thing that you set out to do, and she still is. And if you get an opportunity to be done, don't just be done. Do it well. Complete well. I know a lot of people say, I can't wait to tell these people they can kiss my, You don't got to leave like that, baby.
No, you don't.
Love and be ready to hand that job to somebody else who's just getting started. Because back in the day, that job was everything to you. But you don't have to hold on to your job because you know that there's more to life now. It's time to move on, y'all. Let's get it started. We have class in about 30 minutes. I want to say thank you, my love. I love you.
I had a ball tonight.
You are my everything. Y'all are my family. We're so grateful that you have helped us to keep this going for people, because this was a dream, but it wasn't my own. Much like Martin Luther King said, I had a dream, but I couldn't get there by myself.
No.
I couldn't have that dream happen because it wasn't for me. That dream was a planted seed inside me for other people that I did not know. And now I am meeting them. And this dream is flourishing. And we have new places to take all of y'all. And we're excited. We're excited. So let's get it started. Class starts in about 29 minutes now. So I'll see you soon. I love you much. Y'all have a wonderful night. Oh my goodness.
Peace and blessings.
Hop in there, get your pen and paper and your calculator.